So funny story, I recorded this video before and posted it, but then realized that I was mute the entire time. So I have to record it again and post it. Silly mistake. Okay, anyways, we're gonna start with a new book called Atomic Habits. I'm sure everyone has heard of it. It has great reviews. It's a great book. Um, some people say it changed their lives, but for me it was okay. I mean, it's pretty common knowledge, just people need to be reminded of. And it didn't inspire me as I thought it would, but it's still a good book. The good thing about this book, though, is that it gives you actionable steps, like it gives you what to do instead of just theories or concepts. It tells you what you can do, like take action. So, one of the biggest lessons I've learned in Atomic Habits comes from chapter 1, which says that you need to get 1% better each day. Changes that seem small and unimportant at first can turn out to be life changing after some time. Most people start a new good habit, but since habits take time to form, to have an effect, they don't see results and they decide to quit. But what they don't realize is that a slight change in your daily habits can lead your life to a very different destination. Making a choice that is 1% better or worse today may not seem important or in the moment, but over your lifetime, when these choices keep on coming, and it will be the choices that you made that will determine who you are today and who you're going to be in the future. Because success is the product of daily habits, not once in a lifetime moments. The main concept about this book is that small changes can lead to remarkable results if you're willing to stick with them. You don't have to do big things. You can start small, like you can start small. Every day you do something small. That's how you get a better life, by changing your habits. Because you get what you repeat. Good habits make time your ally, and bad habits make time your enemy. Basically, habits can compound for you or against you. So this is positive compounding and negative compounding. Positive compounding, as in example, knowledge. Learning one new idea today won't make you a genius, right? But a commitment to lifelong learning can be transformative. As Warren Buffett says, that's how knowledge works. Builds up like compound interest. Another example is productivity compounds. Doing one extra task today won't get you very far, but doing one task every day for your career can get you very far ahead. Examples of negative compounding are stress. Stress compound. These common causes of stress are manageable today, but over your lifetime, they can cause some serious health issues. Another thing is negative thoughts compound. The more you think of yourself as worthless, stupid, or ugly, the more you condition yourself to interpret life that way. Also, like you get trapped in your thought loop. And the same is true about how you think of others. The more you think that people are selfish, greedy, or whatever, the more you see those type of people around you. People reflect your behavior back to you. When you start a new habit, they often appear to make no difference until you cross a critical threshold or a breakthrough point called the plateau of latent potential. This is what the author calls it. So, this breakthrough point is when everything starts to come along. And to the outside person, it seems like an overnight success. But to you, you know that it was all the hard work that you kept before, even though the work that you were doing wasn't showing any significant difference, but you still kept going on, is what made you reach that level of success. The outside world thinks that it's an overnight success, but you know deep down that it was all the work that you were putting in before when it seemed like it wasn't making any difference that made the jump today possible. One of the reasons it's hard to build new good habits is that people expect their habits to like make progress in a linear fashion, but that doesn't happen. And then they get disappointed and frustrated by how ineffective the changes seem to make. Like they start going gym and they don't see any changes, then they just get disappointed and decide to quit. But what they don't realize is that the most powerful outcomes are delayed. You need to persist long enough to break the plateau of latent potential, and that requires patience. Chapter 1 also focused on goals and systems. So there's this famous quote that has been going viral. It says that you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. So goals are about the results that you want to achieve. Systems are about the processes that lead you to achieve those results. Goals are good for setting direction, but systems are best for making progress. The problem comes when you spend too much time making goals and not enough time designing your systems. Systems are about what you do. So you should be spending your precious time on actually making progress towards those goals instead of wasting time setting goals and expectations that seem unrealistic. And why you should focus more on systems is because winners and losers have the same goals, right? Every runner in a race wants to win. So if it's not the goals that separate the winners from the losers, then what is? It's the systems. Everyone wants to be successful, everyone wants to be rich, whatever. But not everyone becomes rich because it's not the goals. Just because you want something doesn't mean you'll achieve it. You need to do something to achieve that, and that's your system. Also, goals are a momentary change, meaning if you do not, after achieving those goals that you set out, and you do not set new goals, then you're gonna get left behind. Like we tend to think that we need to change our results, but the results are not the problem. It's the system that causes those results. Fix the inputs and the outputs fix themselves. If you have a messy room and you just gather the motivation to clean it today, it will become messy again if you do not change the way you do things in your room, the way you arrange everything. For now, it will be clean. But if you still maintain the same sloppy habits that you do every day, it's gonna get dirty again really quick. So you need to change what you do. You need to change your inputs to fix the outputs. Goals also restrict your happiness. They create an either or effect. Either you succeed in achieving your goals, or you fail and you're a failure. But that's not the case because life is not one straight path. Life is not predictable. So you can't be too stagnant on one path while there are many paths to success. Lastly, goals are at odds with long term progress. As I said, when all of your hard work is done to achieve one single goal, and once you achieve that, then what? This is why you'll see many people finding themselves returning back to their old habits after accomplishing a goal. Like runners who win the race and just return back to being the person they used to be before they won the race because they lost the motivation, they lost the goal to continue training. That's why you should focus on systems. The purpose of setting goals is to win the game. The purpose of building systems is to continue playing the game. It's not about any one accomplishment, it's a cycle of endless refinement and improvements. You shouldn't stop after reaching a specific outcome. You should continue to improve yourself and be better. Yeah, so that was chapter one.